So all are joined. Patil.
Yes, sir.
Okay, only 88 members. The 4 members ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ?
ಹಾ ಸರ್ 4 members ಸರ್. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬನಿಗೆ ಆರಾಮಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಡೈಲಿ ಹಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲ ಮರ ನೀನು.
ಸರ್ ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇದೆ ಸರ್.
ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗ್ಬಾರ್ದಾ?
ಸರ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಡ್ಮಿಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಸರ್.
ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಇದ್ದಾನಾ?
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಸರ್ 91 ಆದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬರ್ತಿದೆ. So screen is visible?
Yes sir.
Okay then. Okay, I'll start. Okay. So last class we discussed about silviculture and its objectives, and also we discussed about forest classification and different criteria, and also we discussed different forest types in India according to champion and set. Okay. Today's class I will continue with some silviculture aspects, that is crown classification, and another topic is tending operations. Okay. Before going to the crown classification, we should know what is the crown and difference between crown and canopy. Okay. The tree crown is a top part of the tree, so which features the branches that grow out from the main stem or trunk. Okay. And supports the various leaves leaves used for the photosynthesis. It is called as tree crown. Okay. You can see in the picture that is the tree is divided into different parts like roots, then trunk or stem, then branches, the fruits and leaves and flowers. And these branches, fruits and leaves and flowers are coming under these tree crown. Okay. Next, another term is tree canopy. Okay. In tree canopy, in biology, the canopy is a evergrown portion of the plant or maybe the tree or crop. It is formed by the collection of individual plant crowns. Okay. And in forest ecology, these tree canopy defined as the canopy, it refers to the upper layer. That is, it is also called as a habitat zone. Habitat zone means it provides the habitat or home for the various organisms. Like it may be the animals or birds, microorganisms or fungus. Okay, it is called as habitat zone, and also formed by the mature tree crowns, and it including other biological organisms. Means these canopy also includes other biological organism, means the maybe the climbers and then small plants, then like orchids ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. Okay, different biology other organisms. Okay, then we'll move on to the crown classification. The crown class is a term used to describe the position of an individual tree in the forest canopy. Okay, then another term in these crown classification, that is a general layer of the canopy. Okay, remember this general layer of the canopy. It will, maybe I will discuss in the different classifications. Okay, and this general layer of the canopy refers to the bulk of the tree crowns in the size class. Size class means it is it's depending on mainly height and diameter, also canopy of the trees. Okay, size class, or it also called as size age classes. So this is a brief introduction about crown classification and so tree canopy and tree crown. Okay, we'll move on to the different classes of or classification of the crown. It is mainly based on the form of the crown and height of the tree. These crown is mainly divided into four different types. One is dominant, codominant, and intermediate and suppressed one. Okay, the first one, dominant trees. Okay, hello, hello. Please mute your mics.
Paswandappa, off your mic.
Don't disturb in between. Okay. So dominant trees means these crowns extend above the general level of the canopy. Okay, and also these codominant trees receive the full light from the above and also some light from the sides. And it is generally they have the largest and fullest crowns in the stand and compared to the other three types of crown classes. Then second one is codominant trees. So these codominant crowns make the general level of the canopy, and they receive the direct light from the above, but little or no sunlight from the sides. Okay, and generally they are shorter than the dominant class trees. Then third one is intermediate trees. These crowns occupy a subordinate position in the canopy. It means in the lower position of the canopy, and they receive some light, some direct light from the above, but no direct light from the sides. And crowns are generally narrow, then one-sided, and also shorter than the codominant and dominant tree classes. Then the final one is suppressed trees. It is also called as over toppled trees, and these crowns are below the general level of the canopy. And these class of the trees, they receive no direct sunlight, and the crowns are generally short and narrow. Then also space. Okay, space. Then so this is about crown classification and different crown different trees according to the crown. Different crown are it may be canopy. Then coming to the another topic, that is tending operations. Okay, tending operation means any operation carried out for the benefit of the forest crop at any stage of the any stage of its life. Okay, it may be in the younger stage or maybe the older stage. Then it is essentially covers the operation on the crop itself, and competing for the vegetation. And these tending operations includes the weeding, maybe the cleaning operation, then thinning, then felling, then pruning, then climber cutting, and girdling. But these tending operations exclude the soil working, then drainage preparation, then irrigation, and burning, and also nutrient management, etc. So we'll discuss one by one. Okay, the first tending operation is the cleaning. Okay, cleaning is defined as it is a tending operation done in the sapling stage of the crop, that is in the younger stage. It involves the removal of inferior growth trees, that is suppressed trees, or maybe the other species. Okay, then this is normally carried out when the inferior trees mainly compete with the main crop for maybe for the nutrients or light, or maybe for the space. Then it is a greater advantage of this cleaning. It offered by cleaning is a proper regulation of the composition of the crop, and also particularly in mixed plantations. Then also by cleaning provides good space for the dominant trees, or favor main trees for their growth and development. Then another tending operation is weeding. The weed means it is an unwanted plant that tends to interfere with the growth of individual individuals of the favored species. Okay, it is called as weeding. Then the weeding is defined as it is a standing operation done in the seedling stage in the nursery or in the forest crop. Okay, that involves the removal of or cutting back all the weeds or unwanted plants in the stand, or it may be in the nursery. So the main objectives of weeding are to protect the crop from the suppression. That is the protect the crop from the competition. Okay, then to reduce the root competition for mainly for the moisture, then the nutrients available in the soil. Then third objective is to reduce the transpiration water loss. Then also to improve the light conditions for the growth of the favored or dominant tree species. Then the some methods of weedings are weeding may be controlled by different method, like from mechanical method, then biological method, then also the chemical method. Okay, I think these methods will be discussed in other courses like agronomy, and okay, I will not discussing these methods and all. So another important the silviculture operation or the tending operation is that is pruning. Okay, pruning means it is a removal of side. In general, it is a removal of side branches. Okay, then it is a kind of management of the crop at younger stage, or it may be older stage, in which the branches live and are dead, are removed for the further improvement of the improvement of the crop to produce a knot free timber. Okay, it is the removal of branches from the tree. Okay, the main objectives of the pruning is to get a clear and a knot free high grade timber, then also to meet the demand for the fuel wood and fodder. Okay, once we'll prune the tree, it will provide the fuel wood and also fodder for the livestock. Okay, to and also the third objective is to get assess for the inspection. Okay, then also it reduces the chance of fire hazards in the plantation or maybe the in forest crops. So when pruning is done, okay, then the trees mainly the trees ceases growth during the winter. Therefore, the winter season is the best season to prune the trees. Okay, in other words, prune before the growth starts on trees. Okay, the best time for pruning is when crops are at early stage of the life. Okay, then also because in early stage of the uh, early stage of the life, the crops will produce more coffee's roots. Okay, the regeneration ability of the trees are more in younger stage in compared to the older stage. Okay, this will be I will dealing in regeneration aspects. Okay, so then also the prune when the branches are thin. Okay, the time for first pruning should be done between 5 to 10 years of the crop. Then dead branches may be pruned at any time of the life cycle of the tree. Then another term, tending operation, it is pollarding. Okay, pollarding means it is cutting off all the branches and the top part of the tree. You can see in the picture. The first one is before pruning, and after pollarding and pollarding stage. Second one, then after pollarding. Okay, then there can be several objectives with pollarding, mainly early harvest of wood, then fodder, and also it provides the biomass. Then the production of wood and fodder, that is out of the reach of livestock, hence there is no need for the protection from browsing of livestock. And then third objective is the reduction of shade for the crops nearby. Okay, in plantations. Okay, these provides a good light condition for other crops. Okay, then regeneration of the tree crowns to promote the growth of the trunk for the timber or poles. Okay, when pollarding is done, the diameter of the tree will increases. Okay, it provides good timber or poles. Then coming to the thinning. Okay, this is very important. The tending operations in silviculture or forest stand. Okay, in general, thinning is a term used in agriculture sciences to mean that it is a removal of some plants. okay, or the parts of the plants to make the room or space for the growth of other other crops or maybe the trees. Okay, then it is a selective, and also it is the selective removal of parts of the plant such as branches, then also buds or roots. It is typically known as pruning. Okay, then in forestry, the thinning is the selective removal of trees. Okay, or it may be the unwanted or the dead and drying trees. Okay, primarily undertaken to improve the growth rate or health of the remaining trees. That is the healthy trees. So, and also the overcrowded trees are under competitive stress from their neighbors. So that the thinning may help to remove these overcrowded or unhealthy trees from the stand. Then thinning may be done to increase the resistance of the stand to different environmental conditions like stress, then also for drought, then more moisture, competition for the moisture, then insect infestation, then extreme temperatures, and also for the wildfires. So the thinning is a silviculture operation where the main objective is to reduce the density of the trees in a stand. Okay, that is reducing the population of the tree species. Okay, to improve the quality and growth of the remaining trees and produce a saleable product. That is and it is it is the reduction of the trees in the immature stand for the purpose of improving the growth and form of the tree that remains without permanently breaking the canopy of future trees. So we'll move on to the different objectives of thinning. That is, first one is to improve the hygiene of the crop. Okay, by removing dead, then also dying, then diseased trees. So we can maintain the hygiene or health of the tree. We can maintain the hygiene or health of the tree, or maybe the the stand. Okay, then another, the second objective is it is a salvage of anticipated losses for the merchantable volume. Okay, merchantable volume means it is a saleable product. Okay, it is a timber. Then a large number of trees die because of suppression, or maybe the because of the competition between between the species. Okay, this amount contributes of about 20% of the merchantable volume, and thinning contribute a sustainable substantial amount of the total yield of the crops. Okay, the thinning increases the yield of the stand or maybe the forest crop. Okay, thinning helps in shortening of the rotation. Okay, mm, then also the reduction in number of trees in a thinning, so increases the diameter, mainly the diameter of the remaining trees, that is healthy trees. Then also third objective is to assure that best physical conditions for growth, that is providing of light, then moisture, then also space. Okay, for the growth of the tree species. Okay, the main objective of the thinning is to keep growing stock somewhere within the range. Okay, the effect of extreme competition is reflecting by decline in the rate of growth with increasing density in the crop, which are very dense. So also, and also the thinning increases the diameter of the crops. Thus thinning may be essential tool for shortening the rotation of the crop. Then another objective is to obtain the desired crop. That is, the thinning helps to improve the stand structure. It ensures a uniform and proper distribution of the trees all over the area, and also it enables the trees to tap the water or maybe the moisture and the nutrients from the larger area. Okay, because of less competition between the trees. Then also the composition of the crops can also be improved by these thinning. Then also another the use the less valuable species may be removed from the stand in thinning process, and the important valuable species may be retained in the stand for the future future use. So then the next objective is the improvement of stand composition, or maybe the regeneration of the tree or the protection. Okay, if an undesirable species is not eliminated during this regeneration stage, it can be done in during the thinning to a certain extent. Okay, then thinning helps in obtaining suitable seed bearers, that is good seed trees for obtaining successful regeneration. Okay, I think I explained in the last class while explaining copies classification. Okay, the forest originated from the seed. It is called as high forest. Okay, then there's also from a vegetative parts. It is called as coppice forest. Alva. And then dead and drying and diseased trees are removed to offer the protection. Okay, mainly from the insect pest, also from some diseases, then also from the fire. Okay, because these trees are maybe serves a host or source for the infection. Okay, then another the objective is the improvement in wood quality. Okay, thinning maybe also improves the wood quality of quality of a wood, because trees with higher diameter are likely to be a better quality than smaller ones. Okay, then another objective is to increase the net yield and also the financial out turn from a stand. Okay, thinning helps to obtain the returns early, because we are the sale of the thinning material helps to reduce the investment burden. So because of early returns from the thinning, and also it then shortening of it helps in shortening of the rotation. Then the last objective is to help the decomposition of raw humus. Okay, that is the maybe the leaves are dead and decayed trees or branches. Okay, in mainly in temperate forest. Okay, the thinning increases light and temperature on the forest floor, then it causes mechanical disturbance, so which maybe helps in decomposition of raw material, and simultaneously it releases a different nutrient into the soil, and as a result it increases the growth and development of the trees. Okay, so coming to the different methods of thinning, here there are different methods of thinning. First one is then mechanical thinning, low thinning, then crown thinning, then also free thinning and selection thinning, and also another one is tribes or advanced thinning. Okay, so we'll discuss one by one. So the first one is mechanical thinning, and this type of thinning is usually applied in younger crops or in younger plantations before the crown differentiation has taken place. Okay, mainly in the teak plantations of Kerala, the first and second thinning carried out at the stage of 4 and 8 years are usually mechanical thinning, and it consists of the removal of alternate diagonal lines, or it may be the alternate rows of the trees, to mainly to reducing the stocking, that is to reduce the density of the stand. And here from the 2500 trees per hectare to 1000 250 trees per hectare after first mechanical thinning, and then to 600 25 trees per hectare after second thinning, with the spacing of 2 into 2 meter to about 2.85 into 2.85 meter, and then ultimately to 4 into 4 meter after second thinning. Okay, mainly the main advantage of these mechanical thinning just to provide the spacing for the growth of the trees. Okay, and this is also called as mechanical thinning is also called as space thinning or row thinning. So here you can see different three images. The first one is unthinned sand, and second one is the mechanical thinning by spacing, that is the removal of different trees by alternate diagonals or maybe rows. Okay, after that you can see the third image. It is a residual stand after space thinning. Okay, that is mechanical thinning. So this is also same picture showing mechanical thinning by rows. Then here you can see the residual stand for after row thinning. Okay, so mechanical thinning mainly done by row or space thinning. Okay, this is a different two names for mechanical thinning. So another thinning, and this is very important method of thinning in silviculture. Okay, it is low thinning. Trees are removed from the lower crown class, crown class. That is mainly suppressed trees. Okay, lower class means one is intermediate and suppressed one. Okay, these are coming under lower crown classes. Okay, and must be very heavy or done in early stage, and also frequently to appreciably increase the growth of upper crown classes trees, that is you know dominant and codominant tree species. Okay, and most uh, appreciable stands which most appreciable in stands which nearly all the trees are merchantable. Okay, merchantable means sellable trees anta. And other names for the the low thinning is thinning from below, because we are growing to thin the suppressed trees. Okay, that's why it is called as thinning from below. Then also it is called as German thinning or ordinary thinning. So and this low thinning is divided into different thinning intensities. There are mainly four low thinning intensities. First one is grade A, that is it is also called as very light very light thinning. It is mainly to remove the overtopped trees, that is suppressed trees. Okay, so you can see the selected trees for the grade A thinning from below. Okay, and after thinned. Okay, thinned stand after A grade thinning from below. Okay, then also second intensities. Second one is the grade B. It is also called as light thinning. Here mainly the overtop trees and intermediate trees are removed from the stand. Okay, you can see the images. Okay, first one is unthinned stand, and second image picture is selected trees for the grade B thinning from the below. Here you can see the dotted lines, that is mainly suppressed and the intermediate trees are selected for the thinning. And finally you can observe the tree stand, that is thinned stand after grade B thinning from the below. You can only find the dominant and codominant trees after light thinning. So another intense low thinning intensity low thinning grade is grade C, that is it is also called as a moderate one. Okay, here mainly removed over top, that is suppressed trees, and also intermediate and only some codominant trees from the stand. Okay, you can see the first picture, the selected trees for the grade C thinning from the below. That is mainly the dotted lines, and also after thinned after grade C thinning from the below, only we can find the dominant trees and only few codominant trees in the stand. So, and final the grade is D, that is then heavy. It is called as heavy thinning. Okay, mainly it involves the remove of overtopped and overtopped or suppressed or intermediate and most codominant trees from the stand. Okay, you can see in the picture. The dotted lines are mainly the codominant, suppressed and intermediates are removed from the stand. Then this second picture is showing the thinner stand after grade D thinning from the below. And also you can find only the dominant trees in the stand. So next the thinning method is crown thinning. Okay, it is a less promise one, being removed in the interest of the best individuals. And the dominated and suppressed stems are retained unless they are dead or maybe drying or diseased. Okay, the main aim of the crown thinning is at removing the inferior trees from among the dominant classes. So the other names for crown thinning is thinning from the above, or it is maybe called as French thinning. You can see in the picture. The first one is before crown thinning and after the crown thinning. So here is some advantages and disadvantages of crown thinning. Okay, maybe this will I will give in notes. You can read yourself. Okay. Then another the method of thinning is selection thinning. Okay. In selection thinning is mainly removes the dominant class trees in order to favor the growth of trees in lower crown class. So that is mainly the suppressed or overtop trees. Okay, the trees favored in crown and low thinning are likely to be cut in the selection thinning. And if incorrectly applied, it leads to the high grading and reduction in residual stand growth and quality. And most commonly used to remove the poorly formed dominant trees. Okay, mainly these selection thinning employed for the removal of the dominant trees, that is inferior dominant tree species from the stand. Then applied in the some two-layer stands to remove the taller layers of the stand. And repeated selection thinning is only appropriate for shade tolerant and also negatively geotropic coniferous species. So here you can see the first one, the unthinned stand, and selection trees for if selected trees for selection thinning in first cut. Okay, mainly the dominant tree species are selected. That is dotted lines that is showing the dominant class tree species. Okay, in first thinning, all the dominant tree species are going to be removed from the stand. Okay, then this is showing the residual stand after the first selection thinning. Selection thinning. Okay, also okay. uh, here you can find only the suppressed and some codominant and intermediate you know uh, intermediate trees in a stand. Then coming to the second cut. Okay, here selected trees for the second selection thinning after growth of first cut. Okay, here some of codominant and also intermediate trees are selected for thinning. Okay, after you can observe the tree stand or um, trees after residual stand after second selection thinning. Okay, so only you can find only some intermediate and suppressed tree species in the stand. Okay, so coming to the next thinning method, it is free thinning. So free thinning, the objective is to select the best trees. Okay, regardless of the canopy position, and also release them. Okay, it differs from the area wide thinning method. That is example like low or crown thinning. Okay, in that residual density or spacing across the site need not to be uniform. Okay, and typically a set of a set number of crop trees are released in these free thinning. Okay, number of crops trees should be sufficient to fully stock the stand at the end of the rotation. So here you can see the free thinning. Okay, the first one is unthinned stand, and second one is selected trees for the um, free thinning. That is inferior or inferior dominant trees are selected, or inferior and also some codominant and also intermediate trees are selected for free thinning. Okay, then you can observe find only some the good quality of dominant and suppressed tree species in a stand after free thinning. Then the last one is it is a tribe, or it is also called as advanced thinning. Okay, and this method was employed by tribe and O'Connor for wattle and pine plantations in South Africa. Okay, this thinning mainly done in a regular crop in anticipation of suppression. Okay, mainly to reduce the you know competition. So the main principle involved in the advanced thinning is the trees are to be thinned before the actual competition takes place, that is in younger stage or early stages of the crop. Okay, and also it reduces the growth of desired ones. Then this method is not suitable under the our tropical conditions, and also for the light demanding species. Okay, this is only employed for this advanced thinning for mainly employed for the temperate species like the pine plantation, then wattle, then other species present in the temperate temperate conditions. So this is about crown classification and different tending operation. Okay, and this completes the silviculture portion. Okay, and tomorrow I will start forest regeneration. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can ask me.
ಸರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಟಿಂಬರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಸರ್?
ನಾಟ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಟಿಂಬರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನೀವು ಟಿಂಬರ್ ನೋಡಿರ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ, ಗಂಟು ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ ಟಿಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಟಿಂಬಲ್ ಮನೆಗೆ ಮರ ಅಥವಾ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಬಾಗಿಲಿಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಕಿಟಕಿ ವಿಂಡೋಸ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ತಂದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಗಂಟೆ ತರ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಗೊತ್ತೇನಮ್ಮ, ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಸ್ಪಾಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ.
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
ನೋಡಿದಿರಾ?
ಹಾ ಸರ್ ನೋಡಿದ್.
ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ನಾಟ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ದ ಟಿಂಬರ್ free from knots, it is a considered as a good quality timber ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಏನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ಏನಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಾ ನಿಮ್ ಮರದಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಅದು ಹಂಗೆ ಇದಾಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದು ನಾಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಟಿಂಬರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಅದು ಟಿಂಬರ್ ನಾಟ್ಸ್ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
So I think someone asked whether thinning can be also called as weeding. So weeding is different from thinning. Okay, thinning is removal of excess trees from the crop or maybe the stand. Okay, weeding is removal of unwanted plants from the stand. Okay, the main difference between weeding and thinning. ಯಾರು ಕೇಳಿದಾರ? ಭಾನು ಕುಮಾರ? ಹಾ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತೇನಪ್ಪ?
ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್.
ತಿನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನೋ ಈಗ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ಇದೋ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಈಗ ರಾಗಿ ಅನ್ಕೋ, ರಾಗಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ತಿನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತಾವ ಗಿಡ, ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೀಳ್ತಿವ್, ಅದನ್ನ ತಿನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ವೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ಬೇರೆ ಗಿಡ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಬೆಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ತೆಗಿಯೋದು ವೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಓಕೆ, thinning and weeding is not same.
Okay sir.
So how thinning helps in the reduction of duration of rotation of the crop, sir?
Thinning?
The reduction in duration of rotation of the crop, sir. How thinning helps in that, sir? In the
what? Thinning rotation?
I'm asking that thinning helps in the reduction in duration of crop. No, sir. Sir, objectives it was written, sir. How, sir?
So I am not getting. Your voice is not clear. Your voice is not clear. What? Patil, attendance ತಗೋಬಿಡಿ Patil.
ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್, ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್.
ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರಾ? ಇದೇನು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ?
ತಗೊಂತೀನಿ ಸರ್, ಇವಾಗ ತಗೊಂತೀನಿ ಸರ್.
ಇದೇನು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ?
ಹೌದು ಸರ್, ಅವಳ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
So any other questions?
ಸರ್ ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡೆ ಸರ್.
ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಾ?
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
ಹಲೋ. So
ಸರ್
any other questions? Okay. So how thinning helps in reducing the crop rotation alwa? Okay. So Ankitana?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thinning it helps for mainly it provides a good space for tree species. Okay. So that these trees will grow faster. So that is main objective. So it mainly helps for the reducing the rotation. Okay. If the growth is more,
Okay.
if the growth is more, the rotation will be less. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Another asked someone, no, what is girdling antana? So it is it means it is a removal of bark. Okay. In bark removal. Bano. Hello. Hello. Banu Kumar.
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲಿರ್ತೀರಪ್ಪ?
ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಸಿಕ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬಂದು.
ಸೊ ಅದೇನ್ ಗರ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರೀ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅದ್ರ ಸುತ್ತ ಫ್ಲೋಯಂ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಗರ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ವೈ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಮೈನ್ಲಿ ಅದು ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಈಗೇನ್ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ಮು ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಫ್ಲವರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೀಡ್ಸ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಬೇಗ ಇದಾಗ್ತವೆ ಅಂತ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತವಲ್ಲ ರೂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಬ್ರಾಂಚಸ್ಗೆ, ಲೀವ್ಸ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಟು ಕಟ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಟಾಪ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟ್ರೀಸ್. ಓಕೆ.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ. ಎನಿ ಅದರ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್?
ಸರ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅಂಕಿತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್.
ಏನಾ?
ಇಟ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸಸ್ ದಿ ರೊಟೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ರೊಟೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ರೊಟೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ನೀವು ತಿನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಒಂದು 50 ಟ್ರೀ ಇರ್ತಾವ ಅನ್ಕೋ. ಓಕೆ. 50 ಟ್ರೀ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಅದು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಂದ್ರೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ತೆಗೆದಾಗ ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಪೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ. ಆ ಸ್ಪೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಆದಾಗ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಬೇಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಟ್ರೀಸ್. ಸೊ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಬೇಗ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ರೊಟೇಷನ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಂತ. ಈಗ 20 ಇಯರ್ಸ್, ಈಗ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ಕ್ರಾಪ್ 12 ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ರೊಟೇಷನ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅನ್ಕೋ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಒಂದು 2 ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ರೊಟೇಷನ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ. ಬೇಗ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಆದಾಗ ರೊಟೇಷನ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಸರ್, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಏನ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆದೇನೋ ಕೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ.
Sir, can thinning also be prevent soil erosion, sir?
No. Thinning it will not prevent soil erosion. There is no relationship between thinning and soil erosion.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. The main objective of thinning is remove excess trees from the stand in order to provide the space. Okay. That is main objective of thinning. It will not control the soil erosion. If the more trees means it controls the erosion. But okay. More trees means more leaf fall. Okay. Then it controls the raindrops. Okay. And any other questions? Biresh, are you there? Biresh.
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ಯಪ್ಪ?
ಸರ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದೀನಿ ಸರ್.
ಎನಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್?
ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಏನು ಇಲ್ವಾ?
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ ನಮ್ ಕಡೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್, ಆಗಾಗ ಕಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ ಸರ್.
ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. So this is very important topic for your exam. Crown
sir.
classification and thinning. Okay. If you have any doubt, you can ask in any other time also. No problem.
ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಿ ಸರ್.
ಹೇಳಿ.
ಸರ್ ಈಗ ಥಿನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಅಬ್ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ನ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನು ಎಕಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಿಫಿಕೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಸರ್?
ಯಾವ್ದು ಹೇಳಿ? ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್
ಸರ್ ಈಗ ಥಿನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
ನಾವು ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಥಿನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲಮ್ಮ. ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಥಿನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಥಿನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಥಿನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಇಂದ ಸರ್ ಎಕಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಿಫಿಕೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಸರ್?
ಥಿನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಇಂದ ಎಕಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಿಫಿಕೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಎಕಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಿಫಿಕೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರೋ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಎರೋಷನ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಆಗಲ್ಲ.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಟ್ರೀ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಎನಿ ಎಕಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಿಫಿಕೆನ್ಸ್.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ ಮಾ. ಓಕೆ, ಎನಿ ಅದರ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್? ಪಾಟೀಲ್
ಸರ್.
ಅರ್ಜುನ್, ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವನಪ್ಪ? ಅರ್ಜುನ್ ಇದಾನ?
ಸರ್ ಇದಾನ್ ಸರ್.
ಅರ್ಜುನ್ ಯಾರು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಸ, ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ.
ಸರ್, ರೊಟೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಸರ್?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್
ನೋ ರೊಟೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್
ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಏಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರೀ ನಾ ಸರ್?
No, age of trees is different and rotation of the tree is different. Age of the trees ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದಾನ ಸೈಜ್ ಏಜ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಏಜ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅದು ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 1, ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 2, ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 4 ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ರೊಟೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಗ್ರೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕಣ. ರೊಟೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗ್ರೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅದು ಏಜ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗ ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ
ಸರ್, ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಮೇನ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಸರ್? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರೊಟೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರೀಸ್.
ರೊಟೇಷನ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗ್ರೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ ಆರ್ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಅದರ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕ್ರಾಪ್ ಹಾರ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕ್ರಾಪ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರನ್ನ ಅದನ್ನ ರೊಟೇಷನ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಏಜ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ
ಸರ್, ಸಪ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಂಟರ್ಮೀಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಸರ್?
ಸಪ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲೋಯರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಕ್ರೌನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಸಪ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲ ಕಣ. ಈಗ ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ನೀನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು, ಕಾಣಿಸಿದ್ಯಾ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನು? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಕೋಡಾಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಡಾಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಹೈಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತಂತ. ಸೊ ಕೋಡಾಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಹೈಟ್. ಸೊ ಇಂಟರ್ಮೀಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಸಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲೋಯರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಲೋಯರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲೋಯರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸಪ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲೆಸ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಂತ.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಓಕೆ.